But as I pointed out to you, if you push it far enough, if you rebel or oppose the universe with sufficient will and vigor, you eventually reach an impasse, which is just like fencing with yourself. You have two knives crossed, see? And you are going to dig one of them. I mean, if you don't want to do it so dangerously, you can do it with knitting pins or even with chopsticks. And have a fencing match with yourself so that one hand tries to hit the other and the other to defend itself. Well, you reach a stick point because both hands know in advance what the other one's going to do. And I use that as comparable to the situation which arises when you have opposed whatever it is that you want to oppose sufficiently enough to discover that everything you defined as other turns out to be the same as you. Or to put it more exactly, I and not I turn out to be two poles of the same process. And it's the process rather than the poles that really constitutes you. The last word in metaphysics is, if you understand this, it's the whole secret. There is an inside for every outside and an outside for every inside. They go together, you see? When the inside moves, the outside moves. The movement of the inside is the same as the movement of the outside, and the movement of the outside is the same as the movement of the inside. When a globule of some kind changes its shape, this is the same thing as a change in the shape of the space that surrounds it. Only, we are brought up to believe that space isn't there, and is an unimportant factor in the changes that go on among the solids in space. But this is why astronomers have such difficulty in communicating to the general public ideas that come under the heading of properties of space. Why? Because to the average person, space doesn't have any properties. Space is just what isn't there. But we know now that space isn't nothing, that it has properties, only they are not yet clearly understood. And when space may be said to be curved, and by its curvature influence the way in which light is propagated, or when you can consider space as a magnetic field, you begin to realize that there's something you've been ignoring all the time. It was, for example, perfectly matter of common sense to Dante, and probably many of his